Hey guys, I might have accidentally gone live. I mean, I meant to go live, but but now it's clicking.
What are you talking about? We're professionals.
What's going on here? Hold it. I think no, it's good. Okay, hi.
Hey.
I got this thing. I was on the wrong screen when I clicked it, but apparently it still worked somehow.
So we're live.
Yeah, and we're full of luck apparently, which is
Ooh,
different for us on this stream.
That's fun.
But welcome, guys. It's Tuesday, and we got some fun stuff.
Yeah, I'm excited. This painting you're working on is stellar.
Well, thank you. Well, let's get it started. Elephants and parrots and
cats and dogs living together.
Yeah, it's mayhem. It's crazy. No, but I'm working on a new painting, and I have the painting from last week that I want to show you guys because I got it finished up. So you guys will see it before anybody else, before the person who commissioned it. I guess maybe even. Which is crazy.
That's why people should tune into the show.
Yeah.
Commission a painting and then tune in, and you get like sneak peek.
Yeah. You can see if it's going the way you want it or not.
Well, Ron joined us and says, "Hi guys."
Oh, hey! Thanks for joining. Yeah, that's true. But I really enjoyed working on it. Actually, here, let me show it now.
Dun dun dun.
Let me see if I can get it up here. Oh gosh.
We are professionals.
Was I doing a podcast? I've been doing a couple podcasts a week. It seems like.
Well, they're popular.
Yeah, it's funny. They're all like, I mean, it's not like the Joe Rogan podcast or anything with a million viewers, but there was a lot of fun. Like it's so interesting because it's people that really care like about things, and and they're thrown in like I did. Oh, it was the
Artfully Blind YouTube
with
show.
Diana yeah. That was really cool. It's like the podcasts I've been doing have been ones I don't know I really enjoy. Like I think they're cool. I think they're a lot of fun. But what made me think of this was that I showed this one, but here. So here, let me put on the easel. My brain's all over the place.
Well, this is really about me. And Ron said, "Hope you had a great birthday, Jackie."
Oh,
thank you. So, I did. And Barbara says, "Yo, happy birthday, Jackie." So thank you.
Thanks everybody. I posted happy birthday to you on my Facebook.
I know. I commented. It was sweet.
So many people like that. I thought that was so neat. People like you.
Well, it was a good day. It was good. John made me crab legs, and he barbecued the crab legs. So I don't know if anybody's ever been to Joe's Crab Shack and had their like barbecue or they're just their crab legs, but they put the seasoning on it and it's so yummy. Well, John can do it and do it better. So, and I don't get crab legs often because they're pricey and Jack's allergic, so we just don't. It's not in our mix of dinners.
I want to get back to that, but I want to interject really quickly because I'm not a strong man and I'm trying to hold this so still.
Yeah.
But this is the painting I was working on, and I don't know how well the cameras aren't the most high def and everything. And I know I say that every week, but it truly does change the colors and the detail of the painting. Because if you're here, there's way more subtle shifts of color that you just don't see on the camera. And like the people, there's lots of different shades of red that's going into her, and blue and red in him. And I'm not sure, like on the camera, can you see any of that?
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah.
It's just that I know the camera's going to make a lot of these little shifts and stuff just look brown, like down here maybe, and
yeah, I mean it a little bit. There's still lots of color. I mean, you can't. This is a really colorful painting. Like
it's super bright, and especially in here in the studio. But I just wanted to share it, guys, because this is what I was working on, and it's a very therapeutic painting. Like working on a nature and outdoor scene is just.
So that's supposed to be that's supposed to be like a scene in British Columbia, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, at least I try to use trees and mountains and everything of the type. Hey, cool. Is that showing the parrot, darling?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, you're good.
Thank you. So this is a painting that I'm working on. Here and then I want to get back to your birthday, but so it has a macaw. The macaw is actually it's representing it's a commission painting, and it's representing like a younger child, a girl. And I don't want to give away too many details or something. I hate to give away personal information, but the elephant is It's a son. He's more adolescent. Right now, he's probably scary looking because it's an underpainting.
Oh, it's cute.
Is it okay? I wasn't sure because all this is like I'm starting to put in some darker colors and stuff, so it probably looks a little crazy right at the moment. But this is what I started. I'm having so much fun. I started this today, and so
I can't believe how much you've gotten done starting today.
oh shoot, I shouldn't have done that.
Did you kick us off? What did you do?
No. If I got a lot done, I always believe in the Scotty methodology of working. Like, promise too little and then deliver a lot.
So you can pull that off in just hours, and I mean,
see what happens. See what happens when you paint too fast. See, what I need to do is lock the door, come out here, and just have a good nap. And then,
well, I mean, every time I walk into the studio, you're in your Archie chair, like with your hat over your eyes. So I mean, I don't know what you're doing.
I told Jackie, I checked the time today to see how long it took for her to come in, because I have a chair back here behind me, behind the easel, and I'll sit back there. And sometimes if I'm tired, I'll sit there and I'll close my eyes for a minute. And almost every time, like within a minute to 5 minutes, Jackie always comes back. It's like something trips on her radar.
Sure, I'm just catching you on break. Sure.
I told her, I swear I'm not always on break.
It's a perpetual break.
Yeah, just an always. But it is a comfortable chair. But I go over there to think about my painting.
There you go. Well, you have always said that the more time you think about it, the faster the actual painting will go. So
yeah. And I thought about this painting all day yesterday. This painting and another painting that I'm going to start this week, which is of Wolverine. And because there's so many things like with this, like I knew there's gonna be an elephant, it's gonna be a bird, but I want it to be playful, so I was thinking like a smaller elephant, maybe the bird like kind of leaning next to it. It needed to be a macaw, different things.
Your elephants are always really great.
Oh, thank you.
And man, they're like, it's funny too, over the years, the subject matter that you painted and what is popular as you see like what people are interested in to buy, especially prints and all that. And it's like, elephants are the bomb. So if you're like an artist and you want to, do a composition that is popular for the masses, elephants. That's where it's at.
And they're fun to paint.
And they're fun. They're cute.
Yeah.
They're cute. Well, my mom joins us and says, "Hi guys, love you, love your work.
Welcome back to the state."
And of course, she's my daughter. Speaking of me, because we both like crab. So
yeah. Well, we didn't really go anywhere special for your birthday, but
I didn't want to go anywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, you offered a lot, and I appreciate that. But I was like, I didn't feel like going out. I just wanted to chill. Really kind of wanted to play my video game, which I played for hours, and chill. And that was awesome.
I sat next to you.
I know.
I normally don't sit next to her while she plays video games. But it was her birthday, so I chaperone her video games. No, but it's interesting though, because the games you play have stories involved, so it's almost like a movie that's unfolding. So if you listen to enough of it, it's like, oh, okay, like, and then when it's kind of cool. It's like ancient Greece, and she's killing Spartans and Athenians and all kinds of stuff. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, and I look over and he's on his phone watching a D&D for hours on YouTube. So who's the nerd?
Hey,
really?
Hey, you don't have to convince me. I'm cool.
So tell us what you're doing with the painting. What are you working on?
Oh, actually, I will say about the D&D. I was watching a Critical Role. They do these one-offs, but it's really cool, especially if you're visually impaired, because D&D, I know it may sound really nerdy, and that's because it's really, really nerdy. But it's interesting on these shows though, because it's like the show that I listen to, it's all professional voice actors. Like
it's like really entertaining.
It really is. I mean, they put their all, like when they're into, like they're really into it, and they'll act out their parts. And the one that I was listening to was called Undeadwood. It was sort of a take on Deadwood, but they're all playing like these different parts. So they're gunslingers. It's really interesting. But it was a cool one because it was like 4 episodes, and by the end of it, like the way it ended, everybody was crying.
Really?
Yeah, like it was like everybody was like, and they're all. But it's kind of cool though, because it's like role playing, so nobody knows what's going to happen. So like they roll dice and stuff. But the cool part about it is that just to help the story go?
Mm-hmm.
But it's almost like a radio play is what it reminds me of.
Yeah.
Like in the old days, like only the shadow knows. You know, and,
Yeah.
So, but to keep it kind of interesting and cool, nobody knows what the answers. I mean, what the end's going to be like. So it's like a radio play that's improv.
Yeah.
You know, so they get thrown something and they have to react to it, and they'll even say like, I'm just doing yes and I'm just doing yes and I don't even know. So anyway, yeah, I'm a nerd.
Well,
sorry, I went off on a tangent there.
So what colors are you laying down now?
I'll tell you. Let me find my brush. I know you. You know, I ought to do painting ASMR. You know, the ASMR thing really works for Billie Eilish.
It's
That'd be
weird,
good.
man.
Yeah, like, I'm now using a size 0. And just get a mic on
Just
the
do
canvas so you
sounds.
can just hear
It's
that.
weird.
I'm painting.
You could do like one of those, but it's all terrible sounds, like nails on a chalkboard.
Oh gosh, yeah, that's probably what this sounds like. People are like, "Oh my gosh!" Like everybody, like we have 2 wonderful people that tune in, and they're gone.
And they're gone. We've lost them.
Sorry, guys.
because nails on a chalkboard sounds are great.
All right, here. Let me turn the. Okay. So I don't know. You probably can't even really see because it's so far away, can you? Should I get the camera closer?
No. Here, let me see if I can adjust this a little bit.
Ooh,
I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing.
Okay.
You know what you should? You know the screenshot that we use for trivia, where the screen's bigger.
Oh yeah.
Use that for the canvas. I don't want to mess it up by trying.
Did that do it?
No, I'm really big now. That's scary.
Hey,
don't do that.
Okay. Let's see.
There you go.
Okay.
Cool.
Got it.
And I mean, I would go to your painting.
Okay. Well, I mean, I thought
No, you got it.
Okay.
You're
The
good.
trivia thing was the other, but I think I missed it. Okay. Anyway. So we're there?
We're there.
But okay. So all I'm doing up here is I'm adding some magenta, which that makes me think of a Donovan song. So I started this painting the way I just start all my paintings, Pinky, by using the black that feels kind of tacky here. Talking about ASMR, let me get the mic closer, and maybe you can hear the tackiness of the paint.
Weird.
It's a weird night, guys.
Weird.
Sorry.
Well, I don't know how to pronounce this, but Masahako has joined us and says, "Happy birthday to you, Jackie, from Tokyo."
Oh, how wonderful!
Masa. Thank you so much. And Diana from Artfully Blind has tuned in and says hello, John and wife. And thanks for tuning in. Awesome.
Hey,
we were
Diana.
just mentioning the YouTube show and how cool and interesting that was. So again, that's Artfully Blind. Check it out.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's fun, and they it's a lot of fun. Oh, but here, let me see if you can hear this though, and then because I want to move the mic. So I don't know if y'all can hear it, but the black is sticky. It's almost like rubber cement, and it grabs your fingers.
Does it stay sticky until you put varnish on it? Cool.
So look, so I'm just holding it, and it like I have to pull it to get it away. It's like over here. It didn't do that here. It's like it's stuck. Anyway,
crazy.
I know it's riveting.
Riveting.
But anyway, I just want to show some. So that's the way all these black lines are. These other colors have a little bit of different medium, so they feel a little different. But they're not all different. I don't need them all to be different for this because I'm just doing underpainting. So I know, I want gray here. I want this to be light and dark. So all this is underpainting. I'm just putting in colors. So not every color has to feel different at this point, but the black does. So anyway. Sorry.
Nice.
Please continue, Scooter.
Oh no. Stephanie is with us. It says, "Congrats, Jackie, on another trip around the sun." Thank you.
Nice.
Thank you. And both Stephanie and Diana can hear it. They say yes, we can hear it.
Thank you.
That's
I'll stop doing it now.
Our first test run into ASMR YouTubing.
Yes.
And
Billie Eilish, watch out.
Yeah. Fred joins us. Says, "Hey guys, just finishing up a meeting, but I'm here. Thanks for tuning in." So that's cool. So you're laying down some, what'd you say, magenta on the wings?
Yeah, it's sort of I said magenta, but it's a deep red, and I'm not sure. It's magenta, but on here. Yeah, MAG, cool, magenta.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd had this for a while, so I have these brailled out, so I got a little MAG in here. Because I was calling magenta, but I don't know. It's funny. I get used to using the same tube so much that sometimes I forget the names I give things.
Yeah.
Because I just think of it as my dark red. You know, because I have a dark red right here and I have my light red right here. Like they're both next to each other.
Yeah.
And the light red just says LR for light red.
Makes sense.
Here, let me put that up there. I don't know if you can see, but it has L.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then R. And then over here. Dun, dun, dun. Where is it? MAG. Oh, did I do that too quick?
No, you're fine.
Okay. Now I'm doing it's a weird night, guys. I apologize.
Well, Shin joins us, says happy birthday to you, Jackie, from Japan. Thank you so much.
Oh, man.
Fred says,
yeah,
I'm
you're a friendly person.
So popular from around the world. Fred says, yes, happy birthday. Thank you. And Paula says, love your work, John. Keep up the good work. And Carla's with us and says, hey, just talk to Wendell. So, thanks for tuning in.
Well, hey,
hope everything's
Carla.
well with you guys in Houston.
Well, yeah. Hope things good. Thanks everybody. And yeah, Carla, I just talked to my mom, and it sounded like things were maybe better, but not out of the woods and everything. And
family medical stuff.
Yeah. It's always medical stuff, and then we have an aunt too that's not doing good, but she sounds like she's doing better. So thank goodness. I mean,
that's good.
Yeah. There's definitely a lot of prayers, a lot of prayers that need to be said. For people.
Well, so a minute ago we were talking about how nerdy you are, and
and me. Well, what about you want to tell everybody what you got for your birthday? What you ordered?
Well,
which I think is brilliant.
I mean, sure, but it's not nerdy at all.
It's not nerdy at all.
This is the appropriate
it's a little
crowd.
Nerdy. It's a little nerdy. Well, you know what, Jack? I said, Jack, what should we get your mom for her birthday? He's like, books. So that's cool.
Because I can't make it through the stack I've got now.
Well, that's cool though, because you could have been like, boxes of wine, or something.
I mean, it's a legit answer.
Well, so either way, I like that. Either way, he's a great kid.
No, I got I really like to do Sculpey. I like to sculpt things, usually like little cute things. And so, but I've been wanting to like break out into like some bigger, cool figurative stuff. So I got a like a ceramic turntable thing that you can spin your sculpture while you're working on it, and then an armature thing. I'm clearly a professional in this field, and some plastilina and some wire. So I'm just gonna I'm gonna watch some YouTube videos and become the next like Rodin, I'm sure.
hey, do you think you'll ever do it on the live stream?
I mean, I might show the stuff I've done, but it's pretty slow. And as much as I don't think I could talk and work at the same time, like what you're doing, what you do.
Well,
I don't think I could do because I mean, I got one hand for my wine.
We see how much I get done on these live streams because I'd rather talk than do anything else, apparently. But right, I mean, I come here in the morning and I paint all day, and this is a fun time to be able to chat. So it's a time of the week where you get to chat with people.
I know if you're not like doing science with Jack, you're in here by yourself the whole day.
Sleeping, apparently.
Sleeping in his Archie chair.
Someone's got to do it.
Well, Carla says doing good over the COVID in so many ways. So yes.
Oh yeah,
I hear you, man.
I hear you on that.
And Diana said, "Happy birthday, Jackie! Thank you." And Robin says, "Happy birthday, Jackie! I'm glad you were born, my friend." Oh, miss you guys. Thank you. So yeah. Anyway, speaking of nerds, so Jack really wanted to get into D&D. I mean, we were just talking about you watching Critical Role, and we're fans of it. They make an Amazon cartoon as well, so now we're watching that. Whatever. So we've started playing D&D with Jack, and John's the dungeon master because I have no idea how. I would not be good at that.
Oh.
And you do all kinds of like crazy research. This is what's funny is that when you're not back here in the studio and I look over and see what you're doing, you're on D&D Beyond and searching like weird character stuff. So that's cool. So we're playing one, we're getting into our characters. We're playing one night, and Jack we come upon this like woman who's got a bunch of dragons, And like we're literally like 2 adventures into this, and Jack rolls and gets his own dragon. And I'm like, what? He got a dragon? He got
it's a pseudo dragon. It's a 2-foot dragon.
Whatever. It's a cute little dragon, and he's got one. And I'm like, what? Where's my dragon? And so you're really sweet. And literally like 2 plays later, we were encountering another sort of battle situation, and well, you know, it was after it, but we ran into some fairies who happened to have battle ferrets, and I was gifted a battle ferret.
A Fey touch battle ferret.
A Fey touch battle ferret. What's funny is like, and they don't technically exist, right, in D&D?
Yeah, I invented them.
So right after you did that, I texted Brian a picture of the like the character sheet, and I was like, I got a purple battle ferret, and he's like, what?
What?
I was like, does it matter?
Everybody that really knows D&D and all that, there's like, what are you doing? It's all fun, and it makes sense in the game. But one of the cool things about doing that with Jack is that with D&D, you use a lot of math, and it's all about percentages, and it's all about statistics. But it's any kind of role playing game like that. It's a lot of different dice, a lot of different types of math you're using, and it's a lot of writing, and it's a lot of trying to figure out strategy and stuff. And you're also having to put in your mind the scenario, and you're having to work in that. So it's a very creative sort of endeavor, and we'll do it for 2-3 hours. And Jack, for a lot of things, he's like the average teenager. It's hard to get him, to there, but he'll want to hang out with the family. He'll want to hang out with the
yeah, he's good about it,
and he's really good. Like, and it's funny because like we'll say, all right, Jack's playing a dwarf, and he's like this rough and tumble dwarf guy, and we're like, all right, why don't you go over and talk to the shopkeeper, and because you want to get this special thing made and all this, and at first he's like, oh, I don't know what I'd say, I don't know, but then you start getting thrown into it, and
it's funny. He's funny too, because like you'd think that he'd be he does like to go into battle. I mean, he's a little dwarf that is like the strongest, and he's
our tank.
Yeah, he's our tank. So he likes to go into battle, but the minute we get into town, he's like shopping.
Yeah.
And he like outfits everything, gets things engraved, and I'm like, gosh, she enjoys shopping more than me. So it's funny.
It's funny. He likes to battle and shop.
Battle and shop.
That's pretty cool. I play a little elf. His name is Doc. Actually, his name is Llewellyn Chartreuse von Windermere the Sixth, but everybody calls him
such a
Doc.
nerd.
But he has a -1 on strength, and he's really thin, but he's smart, and so if he ever tries to punch anybody, it does 0 damage.
It really just hurts his hand.
Yeah, it's just like. And so anyway, it's fun, guys. But I bring it up because we bring it up because we're nerds, but it's been a whole lot of fun to play with Jack. It's been a really nice connecting sort of thing, and it's just a game.
It's fun. Well, Tammy's with us, says happy blessed birthday. Thank you. And Gerard's with us. It says good evening from Texoma Medical Center, hospital room 408.
Wow.
Well, thanks for tuning in. I hope everything's good.
Yeah.
And Fred says do anything you can imagine. So yes, anything. It's been really fun. And I mean, I have to give props to you, babe, because I mean, John gets so into this. He like changes the lighting in the room to red. He puts music on, and like
you made me sound so nerdy.
The other day, he's like, we were going in an intense battle, and you were like, Jack, do you have any little figurines? And I'm like, oh, I cannot believe how serious this is getting.
Well, it's for placeholders, because like we've never been in a thing where we had more than a few people, so it's like, gosh, there's like 12 little characters we got to keep,
That's true. It's a lot going on.
So you only pull that out, but I do that fun. I do that too because to try to make it fun for Jack and all. So like we like our lighting, it'll turn red, so you can just tell it turn red, and then
and the music is fun because it's like it always ends up being like battle music when we're in it, and then you go into the pubs, and it's like the pub music, and
yeah,
so funny.
But it's a lot of fun. But it's really cool with Jack. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a fun thing you can do with your kids, but also with adults and stuff. But we play other board games. Like we started getting into doing games. So we didn't start with this. We play all kinds of games. We start
Yeah.
getting all these different kinds of board games, and they're really fun. But this one is one that seems like that you can play for hours, and it doesn't. So far, it hasn't really gotten old so much.
Yeah, I
So
mean,
it's
and
nice.
you know, I think it's almost like, you know, with Minecraft and how popular that is because it's a sandbox game and you just sit there and use your imagination and build.
Mhm.
It's like that. So like, you know, Jack, he'll play board games with us, but it's not his favorite because it's like structured and everything. But you know, the D&D stuff, he's like, we could go do this, and what about this? And then he draws maps, and he's like, we're going over here in my home. You know, it's so
Yeah.
you know, I could see the draw.
And that's something like, Jack with his the dyslexia and stuff too. This is something it's got him really excited to actually be making maps and putting the labels on it and writing all this down and looking
Yeah.
stuff up and then on the sheet that you have for your characters, he's having to he wants to spell everything right and get everything right. And
Yeah,
I say
that's
that's
cool.
neat. Anyway, sorry about that. We ought to just call like this painting and nerd out show because we always talk about Star Trek or something. But let me say really quickly because I'd love to do another nerdy thing and get and play some trivia.
Oh yeah.
But so what I'm doing is I'm adding some lemon yellow and some bright red or the light red that I showed you guys earlier. It's a bright red, but I can just call it light red. So and then I'm working that with magenta, and I'm just going around the parrot a little bit, and all of this is still the underpainting, and so I'm just blocking in color, but so it's just a way to make it. And you could totally do this with gray paint, with different shades of gray, and make a kind of a griselle sort of thing. So what I'm doing really is just playing around with the light, the value of the paint. So a really common way is just to use gray. You don't have to worry about color. So if you want something more shadow, then that's a darker gray. And then as it comes with the light, you just mix lighter gray. So that makes a really easy way to be able to get a nice tone to your painting without having to worry about a lot of color. But one thing I really like to do, I like really bright paintings. So instead of just using gray, a lot of times I'll block in a painting by using colors, but I'm really controlling the value with it. So it's more important what the value, like the lightness and darkness of the color is. So I have the light red and the dark red, and that's why I have them broken up like that. So it's kind of doing the work. Anyway, does that make sense or?
Yeah.
Does it? Okay,
yeah.
Cool. Because to me it makes sense, but I'm always in here doing this. So sometimes I think, well, man, I'm just crazy.
No, no, it makes sense. It's just it's hard to wrap your head around a bit from a person that's not artistically inclined. Like I can't do the color stuff that you do.
Well,
but
you're brilliant. But let me. I mean, I don't know. But the clay that you do, I think is really cool. Like I can't wait to show that too.
Oh, thanks.
Like the little Groot and all that, and then I don't know, whatever you're going to come up with, that'll be cool.
Well, I think the first thing I'm going to sculpt is a battle ferret.
Yes, nice. Well, if this makes any help, if it helps a little bit, so like if you're going to color, let's say we have an elephant here, and you want it to look kind of realistic, let's say if that's what you're going for, and what really helps to do that is to get a natural look of the light, like the light areas and the dark areas, and to get that sort of accurately. So let's say we're going to use 5 different shades of gray, like from white to gray and black. So you have black and you have white, but then you have a medium gray that's somewhere between the middle, and you have a lighter gray that's somewhere between the white and that medium, and then you'll have another gray somewhere between that medium and the dark. So there's 5 colors you're working with, let's say. You can add more, but you can do it with 5. So you have 5 colors, like one, the light, the next, then the medium, then the darker, and then the darkest. So you only have 5 shades to worry about. So you can put them in, and if it doesn't feel right, you just go to the next darker or the next lighter or whatever it is you need.
That makes sense.
But it's a lot less to think about. Do you want it light? Do you want it medium? Do you want it dark? Somewhere in between. That's all you got to think about. Yeah. With the color, it's the exact same way. So with the color, it's even easier in a way because like with the yellow, I'll have a light yellow, a medium yellow, a dark yellow. And if I know I'm in an area where I want everything to be light, then every color I put there, I'm going to choose the light. I'm going to use the light blue, the light yellow, the light green, the light orange.
Oh, that makes it more. Okay, that breaks it down. That makes sense.
And then in the dark areas, I'm using like the magenta, the more of a phthalocyanine blue, maybe, things like that. But darker. So you just kind of get them in a group and you use that group.
Well, Stephanie says, "What is the elephant saying to the parrot, or vice
Um,
versa?"
yeah, that's a good question. I
Well,
wonder.
they're. I imagine that they're sassy, like they're teasing each other. One's teasing the other. I don't
Yeah, maybe it's like a peanut brigade. Parrots like peanuts. Peanuts. Elephants like peanuts. Maybe the elephant's saying like, "Go find some peanuts," or whatever, and then he'll go make sure that they get.
There you go. They cooked up a plan to
Yeah,
go get some peanuts.
yeah. The bird can find them. The macaw can find them, and the elephant can make sure that
He
they'll
eats them.
get them.
He eats them.
Give me no peanuts.
Well, Fred says, "Do you remember the movie Beastmaster? He had 2 ferrets that helped him steal stuff and escape from being tied up."
I was thinking about that a lot.
Were you?
In fact, your ferret has a little imaging sort of thing. You can't see it, but you can.
Yeah. It's a good flick.
Gosh, the more I say about this, just the nerdier I get.
The
the nerdier it makes me sound. I'm just, gosh. Anyway.
Well, and Sherry's joined us and says, "John, you're awesome."
Oh, well, thank you, Sherry. Oh, I appreciate that.
Okay, so we should do some trivia.
Oh boy, yeah, let's do that.
Are you going back to the regular screen?
Yeah. Let me do that. How's that? Is that good?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. It says double, but I don't know.
Okay, so do you want to keep it general? You want to go crazy? You want to do some history?
I don't know. We always do general. General's kind of fun.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you want to mix it up. Good. It's your birthday week, so whatever.
It's my birthday month. What are you talking about? Oh gosh. Let's do history.
Okay. Oh boy, this is gonna be crazy.
Could go south.
Yeah,
very
it could
quickly.
go south real quick.
Okay. Mauritius was formerly known as Isle of what?
Oh no.
Mauritius.
This has already gone off the rails, hasn't it?
we're already in over our heads, people.
We were just talking about how nerdy we are. No.
We're not nerdy.
We've already been called out.
So, A, France, B, Germany, C, lizards, D, dogs.
All the dogs. That sounds very Owen.
Well, it's a Wes Anderson movie.
Yeah, Wes Anderson.
Which makes me think that that's probably the answer.
I'm gonna say France.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, Fred says D, and he tends to get things right.
He does tend to get things right. That makes me wonder about me about how smart it was for me to just jump out there with my hands.
Yeah, we're just gonna wait for Fred's response.
Yeah, that's usually my strategy. Just wait and see what other people have to say.
Well, I want to say Isle of Dogs just because it's a movie, and I mean, surely there's some history where dogs were dumped on an island, like somewhere, right?
Yeah, but I want to say like the whole Mauritius or whatever. It sounds kind of Greek a little, but it also sounds like it could be French.
Well, Carlos says C. Diana asked what website do we get the trivia game from, and it's Levitt Trivia. I'll say it. LOVATTS puzzles.com. Okay.
Please don't sue us, puzzles.com. I think it's okay to play the game online, I guess.
Oh, okay. All right.
They never said you couldn't.
There you go. Okay, so do you want to guess France?
Yeah.
All right. Oh, look at you.
Yes.
Nice. Okay. The Manhattan Project was the name for the development of what? No.
Oh, I know this one.
A, earthquake-proof buildings. B, nuclear weapons. C, GM crops. D, sustained ecology.
Oh, should I say or should I? Well,
surely this is pretty common knowledge.
Hats. Nuclear.
I'm gonna go with nuclear.
Nuclear. Whatever.
I'm pretty sure the majority. I mean, we've got a lot of B's, so yeah. Okay. Who declared, "I came, I saw, I conquered"?
Veni Vici.
Alexander the Great, Adolf Hitler, Napoleon Bonaparte, or Julius Caesar?
I know my answer.
Julius Caesar.
Yeah, Veni Vici.
I vaguely remember that from homeschooling.
Oh, I thought you were going to say it. I don't know why.
When it happened?
No, Gladiator or
Yeah.
something. I don't know. Maybe that was
The video game I'm playing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, man.
All right. Cool. Which treaty?
Was that true?
Yeah.
Oh,
Good call. Which treaty was signed after the end of the First World War?
You know what would have been really sad?
What?
Is if during the First World War, during the World War One, they called it World War One.
Oh,
gosh. Be like, yeah, we're gonna have a bunch of these.
Yeah.
We'll just go ahead and call
one
it
of many.
and call this number one.
Yikes. Okay. Treaty of Versailles. Sorry. B, North Atlantic Treaty. C, Munich Agreement, or Treaty of Paris.
Oh my goodness, this is a little rough for me. I think I know, but I don't. Oh gosh, I feel like this is definitely something like I feel like I should know.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've heard it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this it's like one of those that gets in your brain. What do you think? What does Fred think?
What does Fred? Fred thinks it's A, which I think it is too. The Treaty of Versailles. I know it's not the Treaty of Paris because that's an early American thing.
Okay.
Should we try it?
Well, yeah, I'll go with that too.
Okay, we got a couple. We got some A's.
Was it?
Yep.
Yes. All right.
We're killing it. Okay, which
one I thought it was, and I thought it was so quickly that it made me think it wasn't.
Oh,
like
yeah.
you know, like I thought, no, I just jumped to that. No, you know what?
You always go with your gut. That's what we tell Jack.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Which U.S. president ordered the atomic bombs to be dropped on Japan? A, George Bush. B, Harry Truman. C, Richard Nixon. D, Franklin Roosevelt.
Oh my goodness. No, it wasn't Bush.
It was not Bush.
It
wasn't Nixon.
But was Roosevelt still there, or did he?
Well, he did 3 terms.
Yeah, I want to say Roosevelt, but you know, but I know like he got really sick, but he was still there. Was it? Oh, gosh.
I want to say the crowd is going with Truman.
Are they? Oh.
I would lean towards the crowd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Okay, let's go with the crowd.
Okay. All right, crowd. Very good, crowd.
Well, wow.
Okay, what type of headdress was traditionally worn by triumphant Roman generals? A gold crown, a silver crown, a wreath of laurel leaves, or a gala, the Roman helmet. Gala? Yeah, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right.
I don't know.
So headdress that traditionally worn by triumphant Roman generals.
I'm gonna say the laurel thing.
I don't know if it would be that. I would imagine it's the helmet, but maybe that was just reserved for battles.
Yeah, the reason I think of that is because, but maybe I'm thinking of like the Olympics.
Yeah.
But the busts and stuff that I can think of, I remember seeing of Caesar. He always had like the laurel, like the leaves and stuff around his head. So that's what's making me think maybe it's that.
You want to try it?
Can I phone a friend?
Well, it's mixed all over the place. We got a couple B's, a couple C's. Fred says D.
What's D?
The helmet.
Oh,
the Roman helmet.
I'm gonna break away from Fred on this one. I know that's probably a bad idea, but I'm gonna go with the wreath of laurel leaves.
Okay. Let's all right. Let's see. Oh, you got it. Look at you.
Hey.
Okay.
Oh crap! I just dropped my brush. Okay.
Rasputin was a mystic in which country? A, Britain. B, Mongolia. C, Russia. Or D, Greece.
I know this one. The Mad Monk.
Was it Mongolia?
You want me to say? Unless I'm completely wrong.
I mean,
because it's like one of those things where you think you know it, and you go like, "Oh man, I don't know."
I my instinct says Russia, but I probably have that wrong. I don't.
No, that's what I think too. And he was like
Everybody seems to think it's Russia.
Yeah, because like he was there, he was helping the czars or whatever the family, the royal family's son had a problem, and he was helping them with it, sort of like health. But
Okay, well,
it's crazy.
All right, we're giving it a try. Bam. All right.
Nice.
Okay. The sabaton
Ooh.
was a part of a knight's armor that covered what? Sabaton. Sabaton. The chest, the neck, the feet, the arm. Those are your choices.
The sabaton. Gosh, we should know this. Although we're just talking about the D&D stuff.
Well, and I feel like, I mean, you know, I pick armor for my character in my games. I feel like I should know this. I think it's the neck. Like I instantly was like, I think it's the neck.
Man.
But it would be a guess. I have no idea.
Wow. The grando. So I don't know. I mean, I almost want to say like something the arm or the feet, because it's not something you hear very often. And then, you know, in the knight's armor, they have those little foot things.
Yeah.
And then they have this stuff going down, and you have the breastplate. You got the different things.
I mean, I wouldn't think it's the arm. I just thought that to me seems like too obvious. I don't know.
The sabaton.
I don't know. We've stumped the crowd too.
Wow. Well, I'm gonna go with arm for me, just my personal answer. But you're thinking neck?
Well, I think neck. I think if I'm reading this right, some people are guessing the feet.
Yeah, the feet kind of makes sense to me too. Like I was saying, arm or feet, but
Diana says the chest.
Oh,
it's all over the place. I have no idea.
Wow, it's a hard one.
It is a hard one. Okay, what should I go with?
Go with your gut. I'm gonna say arm, but it's your birthday week.
Okay. Oh, it's wrong. Okay, the arm.
Sure.
That's wrong.
Wow.
All right.
What, feet? Maybe you want to try feet?
It's the feet.
Third time's the charm.
Dang.
Wow.
We almost had a perfect streak. Okay. In this year, the first PC virus brain starts to spread. The FIFA World Cup begins in Mexico, and the Olsen twins are born. This year. So 1966, 1996, 1976, 1986. I know this.
Oh, you do?
The Olsen twins are born.
Oh. that was the one bit of information in my brain immediately like just threw out. I was like, how would you even know that? That's cool. Well, I mean, that's cool that you know that.
Well, I mean,
I was going to start counting back the summer games and see if any of those lined up.
Well, okay. The Olsen twins were popular on what was the show?
Full House?
Yeah, Full House. And that show was huge in the 90s. And they were babies.
Yeah.
So it has to be 96.
Okay.
I would assume.
Okay.
Unless there's different Olsen twins I don't know about.
Hold it, but the Olsen twins are born.
They were literally like 2 years old in the show.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, because if the show was big in the 90s, they were born in 96. Then
maybe the show started in 88. Wait. Oh, let me ask this. Okay, when was Seinfeld popular?
In the 90s.
What?
Like 90, and then it ended like 99 or something.
Oh, okay. See, then maybe I would guess 96.
Okay.
I mean,
you know what? Let's totally go with yours, because my whole idea was just start to count back Olympics and see if any of them matched up. In that, what is
the first PC virus though? That seems kind of crazy.
96.
Well, okay.
But it probably wasn't a very it was like a little worm or something.
All right, I'm gonna guess 96.
Do it. Oh, I'm excited.
Oh, it's wrong. It's got to be 86 then.
Let's try 86.
86.
Wow.
Okay. So maybe that show first aired in like 88, 89, because they literally were like 2 or 3 in the show.
Wow.
Okay. Where was William Shakespeare born?
Know it.
Nerd. Stratford upon Avon.
Berwick. Avon calling.
Berwick upon Tweed. Kingston upon Thames.
Tim.
Tim?
Yeah,
What?
The Tims.
Are you serious?
Uh-huh.
Stoke-on-Trent. I don't even know. So is it C?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, well, what is it?
I think it's A.
Stratford upon Avon.
Mm-hmm.
How do you pronounce that?
I don't know. I'm not sure. The only reason that I know Thames is pronounced Thames is because of all the British shows we watched.
Yeah.
Because for the longest, I always pronounced it Thames, and then it was like, yeah, we're going to go out to the Thames, and I thought the Thames was a different river.
Huh.
Until finally, it was like, no, that's the river.
Interesting.
I mean, they have a lot of rivers and canals, but
I found an interesting graphic the other day on the internet that was all your favorite British shows on a map, and like,
ooh, really?
Yeah, so you could find out like where the major scenes were shot, or where the show was technically like supposed to be from.
That's pretty cool.
And because we used to like watch Father Ted. It's like my favorite like British comedy.
Yeah.
And I always wanted to go to Craggy Island, but Craggy Island is a general term. It was listed on the map, and I was like, I want to go there.
Wow, it was listed on the map, really?
Yeah.
So they found an island, and they said, we're going to call this Craggy Island.
No, where it was supposed to be.
Oh.
So like, if you went there, you would see all the weird scenery that was in the show.
Where they shot it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Okay, so what was your guess? The Avon?
Stratford. Yeah.
Very good. You're a nerd. Oh,
thank you.
We got an 88.
Nice.
Would have been better if we knew our armor.
Let me ask you this. I'll give you a bonus question.
Okay.
Does anybody know when William Shakespeare, the date, the month and the day, well, you can do the year too, but the month and the day is more interesting, that William Shakespeare was born?
Month and the day. Oh my gosh, I know. Didn't he die on the same day he was born?
That's it. That's what makes it interesting. He died on the same day.
I don't know. October 26th.
You're only 3 days off. No, hold it. In months off too. You're only 3 days and several months, months off.
You're completely off.
You're only 3 days and many months off. I got excited when you said 26th. It was April 23rd. But I think you should get a bonus point for knowing that he was born and died on the same day.
Well,
unless
I do feel special.
Unless like some biographer or something just made it easy. There's like, oh, I don't know. I don't know when he was born.
Let's just throw it on the same day.
Yeah, it was like, I don't know. So it's hard to tell.
That's crazy. Well, Carly guessed April Fool's.
Oh, that would have been fun.
So, been what do you have? What are you going to work on between now and the next show on this painting? And what like
all this part?
When all of this? When do you think you'll finish it, Scotty?
Shouldn't take more than a few weeks.
A few weeks.
Now I hope to get this done this week. And long. Sorry, I said the thing. But also to get it done this week, and I want to get the Wolverine painting done.
Yeah.
But they're both. But the Wolverine painting is even a bigger painting. So so I don't know if I'll get them both done, but I'm hoping to. But hopefully, yeah, this week. So this is really what I'm working on, and then I want to draw the Wolverine painting tomorrow or the next day. I'd say tomorrow, but I'm not completely sure. Like I'm not sure if they should do him. Where he's like snick. He's got like the things like this, like
I almost feel like it'd be cool if you did like a profile of him. Like, and he's got like you got like profile, and he's like got his claws out. And
yeah.
Like,
There's also like you do it in front, but only if you put it in front of his face, it's like, so.
I mean, it'd be cool if
that's not this great though, because it covers up so much.
Yeah, it'd be cool if it was something a little bit different than like a popular movie poster.
Yeah, but I almost wonder if that's what would be the right one to do, though, in a way, like a popular pose, because that's what people think about. It's like it's become iconic.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's something to think about.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Well, so are you done? Are you done painting?
Yeah. I guess I'll finish that. So what I was doing was just adding more blues. Actually, I drew more on before we went to the
trivia.
The trivia. I added more to the leaves, to the feathers, and so I've made it a little bit longer. I started it with yellow, just to kind of map it out a little bit, see what I was wanting, because I drew the macaw, and then I thought, how long are their tail feathers? And I couldn't really think, so I just kind of left it, and then I started adding in with yellow until where it felt right. Yeah, because I just wasn't sure. I didn't want to make giant. So anyway,
Oh, that's
yeah.
gonna be
So
cool.
I'm just gonna work on this, and I'll post pics.
Yay!
But thank you everybody for joining.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in. Be sure to like, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and we'll be back next Tuesday.
Yeah,
So thanks for playing with us.
Yeah. Thanks so much.
Is this where you're going to do the ASMR?
That's exactly what I was going to
I
say.
saw you leaning in like,
about
this
to
is
say-
where I'm going to do. Everybody listen.
You know me so well. I was going to say, yeah. No. It's time for the goodbye ASMR. Goodbye, everybody. But really, goodbye, guys. We'll see you soon. You're nuts.